Hello everybody. This video in the How to Get Faster at the Rubik's Cube series will cover intuitive F2L, which is the next step after learning how to get the cross in 7 to 8 moves, which was gone over in a previous video. Please look for a link in an annotation on the screen or in the description if you did not see that video and wish to. So, intuitive F2L, as well as algorithm F2L, which I will be teaching in a different video, is where you place the corner piece and its pairing edge piece right here at the same time, rather than one at a time. So in the normal method, the method that you probably know, you scan the cube and find the corner piece that goes into the correct spot. Analyze the position it's turned in, and then insert it properly. Then you would scan the cube and look for the edge piece. Then match it up with its correct color and insert it. As you can see there, you had to look twice, one for each piece, and you had to do quite a few moves, usually about 10 to 15 moves. Now with what I'm going to show you in this video, you'll be putting both of these in at the exact same time. So, these two pieces are what we would call a pair. And when you're solving each pair, you are going to be scanning the cube for the two pieces that go into that pair. You're going to be getting them into the correct positions, with the corner above where it needs to go, and then the edge in one of these back two spots, in most cases, which color is on top, and then perform the correct algorithm or set of moves in order to put them together and then insert them into this slot. There are a total of 6 different cases from the basic formation, which go over both the corner and how it's turned, and the edge and how it's flipped. There can be 3 rotations of the corner, and 2 rotations of the edge. What I would like to go over now is inserting full pairs, meaning pieces that are already together. You may be lucky and already have some of these, or you may run into this after pairing them together using the things that I will teach you a little later on in this video. There are 2 ways the pair can be oriented. Here, with white on the front side, or in these 2 places, with white on the right side. In this case, with it on the front side, you want to do a U. Bring the cross piece up by doing an R, match up the whites by doing a U prime, like this, and then an R prime, and that will insert that pair. The second case, as I explained earlier, is where there is white on the right side, and they match up here. All you want to do is basically a symmetrical version of what I just showed you. You want to bring it over to here with a U prime, then you want to do an F prime to bring the cross out, U to match up the whites, and then F to bring the pieces in. There are 3 main cases when pairing your F2L pieces. The first case is where the color on top is the opposite, or not the same, meaning you have the right face and the front face on top, or vice versa. The second case is where you have the same color on top. In this case, it's the front color, which is orange. And the third case is where the corner has white on top, or the bottom color. I will be going over each of these 3 main types, as well as each of their subsets, in detail in this video. First, I would like to start off with the opposites case. If you have opposite colors, then you have to search for the bottom color on the corner piece. In this case, it's on the right, which means that you want to position the edge piece on the back right when looking at it from this position. If it was right here, it would be incorrect. What you are going to do with opposites is very, very simple. You just bring the corner piece up to match with the other piece, and then you are going to bring this corner back to its original position, and then you're going to bring it down again. And as you can see, it put both of those in there. The second subset of the opposites case is where they are on the left, with white on the front face, or on the left face from looking at it like this. You have to do the exact same thing. Match up the corner with the edge piece, bring the corner back to its original spot, and then bring the pair down into its correct position. And those are the only two subcases for that main case. Similarly, for the case where you have the same color on top, there are also only two cases. However, what you have to do in this one is, instead of matching it up, bringing it back and down, which would put it in backwards, what you want to do is a technique that we would call hiding. You hide the corner down here by temporarily dismantling your cross, the piece is right here, bringing the edge back using U-turns, and then bring the corner up to match with the edge piece. So, with the same color on top, white on the right side, you want to do an R prime move. Then, you want to bring the edge piece here, and then do an R move. That matches the two pieces up. And then, simply insert them. The exact same goes for the case where they match, but on the other side, with the bottom color, white, on the front face. All you have to do this time is an F move. Bring the edge to right here, and then match up corner and edge to make the pair, and then insert them. And those are the only two subset cases of the same color on top. And the final main case is where you have white on top. This one seems complicated, but is actually the same technique as when they have the same color on top. Instead, though, you will be hiding the edge piece and not the corner piece. Once you realize that you have white on top, or the cross color on top, you want to look at your edge piece. In this case, it has orange and blue. So what you want to do is match up the side color as if you were going to insert the edge using the beginner's method, like this. Since now it matches here, you want to push it away from the area that it goes, which is right here. In this case, you use an R. Then you want to bring the corner and bring it on top of the edge piece, right here, and then rebuild your cross with an R prime. Now you have the two pieces together, and you can insert them. The exact same goes for when you have the other color on top. Match up the side color. In this case, it's orange with white on top. Push the edge away, or hide it, like this. Now bring the corner on top of the edge piece, and now bring the pair back down with an F. Now you have the pair, and you can insert it. And those are the three main cases when inserting the F2L pair using the intuitive F2L method. Next, what I would like to go over is getting the pieces into their correct position on the cube. You want to get the corner piece above where it needs to go, which is right here, and you want to get the edge piece that you're going to pair it with in one of these back two spaces. So first, what you want to do is get the corner into this spot. If it's in any of the bottom four places, back here, 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 or here, all you want to do is do an R, U, R prime with that pair in front of you, and you have it on top. Then what you want to do is take the edge piece out. You can just bring the side up, over, and back down. And now you'll have the two pieces separated. Sometimes the pieces will be together like this. All you have to do is the same technique that I showed you earlier of hiding corners to get these two pieces apart. So in this case, I'm going to bring them to the back here, hide the corner, bring the edge over to here, and bring the corner back up. and now I have the two pieces separated and on the top layer, and I can put the corner over where it needs to go and assess the case. Now the final thing I want to talk about is things like this, where the corner is out and the edge is in, or where the edge is out and the corner is in. All you need to do is get the corner out of the way, take the edge out like I showed you a second ago, and then put them in their correct position and assess your case. After you have done at least one, maybe two of your F2L pairs, you will start running into problems like the one I'm going to show you now, where you already have the pair in the back right solved, and you come across the case where you need to bring this down to bring this around and pair them up. However, if you do it normally, like you normally would, you see that you take this pair out, and even if you continue to ignore that and you insert the pair, you've now destroyed this pair. So what you want to do in this case is use a technique of free slots. This is considered a slot right here, and you want to destroy the free slot, which is usually the one you're putting it into, but can also be this one, or any slot that you have not already filled with a pair. So, since you need to bring this one down, you will be destroying this slot. This one is filled, so you don't want to. What you can do is bring it over here, and use the exact same technique of hiding the corner, bringing the edge around, and the corner back up, and you'll destroy this pair, which doesn't matter because it's not solved yet. So now you bring it down, bring the edge over, and back up. Now you have your two pieces, and you can easily insert them, while still keeping this pair intact. Generally, it is good to get into a habit of always using the slot that you're going to be inserting them in as the slot that you destroy, because once you've done all three of the other pairs, you have no empty slots with which to use your normal algorithm. As I showed you a little bit earlier, if you wanted to make this one same color on top, you would hide the corner, bring the edge over, and this back up, which obviously destroys this pair right here by taking it out of its slot. So, since you need to bring this down, and it will destroy this pair, bring it on the other side, and hide it back here, so you destroy this pair. Your pair is still right here, but since you don't need to worry about that, since it is not any pieces that you care about, you can bring your edge back, and pair them up, and then insert them properly. By using these techniques that I have showed you in this video, you can more quickly and efficiently put in the 4 corners on the first layer and the 4 edges associated with them. You will use fewer moves, and you will only need to inspect the cube once. It will take some time to get used to, and your times may slow down a little bit as you learn to recognize cases and how to insert them properly. What I would like to do now is scramble this cube into a position where only the cross is solved and none of the pairs are, and give you a sample walkthrough or two of solving each of the 4 F2L pairs. Okay. On this cube, you have just finished solving the cross. Now I have made it simple. Every piece that is completely black is part of the top layer, or the up face, which you will not be caring about at the moment. All you care about are the pieces that actually have color on them. So, what you're going to want to start out by doing is finding the 2 pieces that go to one pair. I have a green, red, and white piece right here. So I'm going to want to find the red and green edge piece. In this case, it's right here. So you want to use one of the techniques I showed you earlier to take out the edge, like that, and now you have your 2 pieces here. Put the corner on top of where it needs to go, and start to assess your case. You have opposite colors, and you have white on the right side. So, since they are already matched up on the right side here, all you need to do is do an R to grab these pieces, U to match them up, and R' to bring them down. And that is one pair. Next I'm going to move on to this one, because it's already on the top layer. Here it is with blue and orange. The other piece is right here. So, using the technique I showed you, take that out. Now, you may want to go ahead, put this piece above where it goes. But you may already see here that you have a free pair. So all you need to do is turn it over and insert it. Now you have two pairs done. Now going back to the previous case that I was talking about, with these two pieces. Now that you have the corner here, and the edge in one of the back two, you can start to assess the case. You have two of the same color on the top here, which means you're going to need to hide the corner. When I bring this side down, I will destroy this pair. Since I have nothing here, I can easily destroy it and finish the case. Like that, and then insert it. Now, the final pair. I conveniently have the two pieces right here, so I can put the corner above where it needs to go, and the edge in one of the back two spots. Now you start to assess your case. I have white on top, which immediately means I look at the color orientation of the edge piece. In this case, I have green on the side. So I want to turn the U layer until green matches up, push it away from where it needs to go, put the corner on top of that, and bring it back down, and now you will have your pair, and you can insert it. And now you have completely solved your F2L. I would like to do one more example, just to show you all of the different possible cases. Once again, you have just finished solving your bottom cross, here, with it matching up. Now you want to start to look for pieces that you can use in pairs. You might want to immediately start with these two pieces here, by moving this over, taking this edge out, and then starting to pair them. However, if you briefly scan your cube first, you'll find out that you already have a pair here, but incorrectly oriented in its slot. In this case, all you want to do is take the pair out using an R, U', R'. Now your pair is back here, and then you can insert it into the correct spot. There you have one easy F2L pair completed. Next we're going to move on to this piece, just because it's right in front of me. Put it on top of where it needs to go, and find the other piece that goes with it. In this case it's right here. So, bring the piece out, and get the two pieces into the position, and put the corner back above where it needs to go. Now you can assess your case with these two pieces. Opposite colors on top, with white on the right face. So, since they're already matched up, all you need to do is grab the piece, match up white, and bring it back down again. Now, once again you'll see that you have an easy pair here. Since they go in here, you do one of the two cases I showed you at the very beginning, and insert the third pair. Now finally you come to this one. Now, the first thing you do, move the corner away and get them into the position like this. Corner away, take the edge out. Now you put the corner back on top of where it needs to go, and start to assess your case. Same color on top, white on the right face. However, if you were to bring this down to bring the edge over, you would destroy this pair. You don't want to do that. So, if you bring it back here, when you turn it down, you will destroy this pair, which doesn't mean anything. So you turn it down, match up the edge and corner pieces here, and then insert your pair. Thank you for watching this short tutorial on how to do intuitive F2L on the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. I hope you find it helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to place them in the comment box below. Also, I would like to remind everyone that when first using this method, your solve time will go up. It may go up dramatically, or it may only go up a little bit, but it is very likely that it will go up. This is not because the method is slower, but this is because you may need to take a little more time to recognize the cases and get them into their correct positions before using the correct algorithm. However, once you can get this method down very well, and you can use it fairly easily, your times will start to go down drastically. So finally, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found it helpful.